All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol SNDL, Sundial Growers Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So here we are with Sundial Growers Inc. being very volatile again, working its way down, and now it's working its way up, and it's just fighting. I mean, the tug of war is there. I had stated yesterday that this is going to be a very close one. We're going to see who's dominating. It hit lows here of about 24 cents. It still hasn't broken through the lowest point down here at 23 cents. And that right there is a good sign that the bulls reappeared quickly. But just as fast as the bulls appeared and brought this back up to 27 cents, it is now back down due to the bears appearing at 25.20. So we need to look at this very closely now and pay close attention to these numbers. It's been hanging out in the same area though, and this is the most interesting part of it all. It's been hanging out in this sideways movement. It hasn't really, this was kind of still dipping down, but if we kind of just zoom in on this part right here, you could see that there's been ups and downs, but it's moving sideways, going in the same direction. It goes up and it ends up back around the same area. It hasn't broken through new lows. That's a good sign because it's holding itself up, right? Even when volume is really high. Look at that volume, 109 in volume. And it's holding itself up, keeping itself from falling down to newer lows. So as long as it doesn't break that 23 cent range, we won't see this going towards 18 cents, right? Because if it breaks through 23 cents, the next support level is 18 cents. So we'll have to look at that closely. But as of right now, it's been fighting. It's been staying above it. 25 cents is one of the most important numbers as well before getting to 23 cents. It's hanging out in that area. So if this breaks through 23 cents, we will see newer lows. As of right now, it's just fighting, like I said, in the 25 cent range. And we're going to have to see if the bulls can actually come back before the bears start to dominate this. Right now, the tug of war has been keeping this in a sideways movement. It hasn't made this actually fall really hard, and it makes it go up, but it doesn't stay up. The highest that it reached was 28 cents, which was not too bad, but that didn't hold itself up. The bulls needed to continue to work their way up. And 28 cents right now, almost 29 cents. It's 28.87. That's the most important number right now for the bulls. I want every single investor to be aware of that. That's the most important resistance level to be broken through to see this hit newer highs and get further away from the 50-day moving average. But let's go ahead and move our support to its new location. And let's go ahead and put our resistance on its new location. So this is going to be the second highest before it fell. So when it rode itself back up, it kind of recovered all that loss that we saw here. But quickly after, the bears appeared again and didn't allow the bulls to stay above the 50-day moving average. So what is the 50-day moving average? The 50-day moving average is 26.14. I advise every single investor to write that down, to pay close attention to it on Monday. As long as we're below it, we're in bearish territory. The moment we're above it, we're in bullish territory. So the bears don't want that to be broken through, and the bulls are going to work towards making that happen as much as they can. We're currently at 25.20. If this continues to work its way down, this is the lowest point before the recovery, and that's our first support level. And that's 24.68. If the bears accomplish breaking through that, you will want to pay close attention to the behavior of the stock. How quickly is it moving to newer lows? How quickly is it actually reappearing with the bulls? Are the bulls even trying to stop this from going down and bringing it back up? Or are the bears tearing this down further away from the 50-day moving average fairly quickly and pulling it away to newer lows? Now, you're going to want to watch the behavior between the lowest point of the day, which was 24.10, and 24.68 to see if this is just going to get deeper and deeper into bearish territory, or are the bulls reappearing and stopping this from going any lower. So that will be a good sign. But keep in mind that we're still in bearish territory if the bulls appear anywhere down here, and even here until they break through the 50-day moving average, which is 26.14. Now, on the other hand, we have what the bears don't want to happen, and the bulls are going to fight as much as they can to get to this point. And this is the highest point before falling again, and that's 26.88. The bulls need to break through that to pull further away from the 50-day moving average, start to gain leverage and confirmation of being in bullish territory, reach newer highs, and then head towards the most important number up here, which is 28.88, to turn that into a support. 28.88, 28.87, give or take, and turn that into a support and reach newer highs to pull away and reach into that 29 mark and start to hit newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull much further away from the 50-day moving average. But before getting there, the bulls need to break through 26.88, turn that into a support, and start to work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels as they get deeper and deeper into bullish territory. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video, and in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here, and I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like, for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02, and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves, and my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching.